I want to show you the famous roof, because it was very important when I came to see it for the first time. It was a major decision that I did after I saw what you're going to see now. As I was explaining to you, I mean, when I came up here, this place was just earth on the ground, very chaotic. Top of that, it was like divided into rooms and things, but I mean, rooms for storage, I mean, not for living. You could see the light through the tiles. Nevertheless, I imagined something, so I called from here, my office in Paris, and I said, listen, make an offer, because I'm very much interested. So that's how it happened. And when we start working, first thing first, we had to do here all the electrical, evidently, and I got some plumbing to do. But at the same time, we did insulation of all the roof with all the right things, materials, etc. And then I upholstered the walls. This is fabric that I had printed specially for this, that are the Piranesi engravings from 1750. It's a selection that is called the carceri, or prisons. And what we did at that time was enlarging the image so many times that the beams that he designed in this kind of fantasy of the carceri in Rome were the same size of the beams that we see here. So when I got at that dimension, we just printed, and all this was upholstered. And of course, we did all the ground, the floors, etc. And I think it became something quite extraordinary, because, I mean, as you might see the structure of this, if you just take a look from here, there, I mean, it's very chaotic. But it's when you spend some time here and you start looking at the structure and the way it works, it is phenomenal, and it is a masterpiece of engineering. And that's why, I don't know if I forgot mentioning, that in one of the stones in the rooms downstairs, when I said I'm leaving that wall with the windows with the white stone, there's a lot of graffiti on those stones, but graffiti from, centuries ago. And one of the signatures there is Gustav Eiffel. I said, why Eiffel is here? Now I understand that, because I mean, he was like looking at these beams, the way that they are working, distributing the weight of this roof into something that it would, they're channeling all the weight coming down to a certain point. And this is it, because we have more than 20 meters here height, and is classified. I cannot touch this. I did one little change. I'll show it to you. But it has to remain the way it is, and I think it is quite extraordinary. I mean, other than some bumps in my head when I'm distracted, because I mean, you have to be careful about that, but I think it's a wonderful space. And the last thing we have done recently, this year, just a couple of months, is that volume that you see there, that it is rather atrocious, but I mean, somehow I'll try to simulate more. We're going to paint the door and all that part. Is the elevator that goes from here all the way down, 3 floors down, to the cave where we have the kitchen, the professional kitchen. So basically, I did that in order to be able to some people that come up here that they cannot easily on stairs, and also here we have a table that we can put here to seat 40 people easily. So can be very nice for entertaining, for big dinners or things like that. These are my working tables. As you can see, I have my laptop there and the same thing there. But I wanted to show you this, because this is one of the Rodchenkos that we spoke about when we were down at the library. And just take a look at this, the way this chaos is, that is, again, it's not chaos for me, but it's a great way of describing this. And look around here. I mean, it is. That's why it talked to me this, because I used to have this much before we had the castle. And then I designed the basis of these tables in a certain way, the feet of these, that reminds me again about all this disorganized structure that, as repeating myself, it is extraordinarily organized. The furniture that you will find here is a little bit a potpourri of all the things that I had in other houses, and we try to make sure that they can combine again the same issue of what I was telling you of the master bedroom, that it is a combination of things already from us. So the common denominator that they have is that I always liked them. And even though they were for other places, but reupholstering them, matching them, etc., they do work for what I'm looking for. And in this part here, I did also a bar. This is my little bar. It is very successful when we have, people around and all that, because we have a very good music system also. And we have this also. I want to show you this. This is from the Red Army, this box. And voila, it's very appropriate for a bar. This is a Kalishnikov with vodka. And here we have the little glasses also. So I'm trying to see if whenever we have something that it is rather strange for this bar, but I mean, when we give a party, things they get quickly emptied. From here, we're going to go down. On the way down, I'll show to you the room downstairs. That it is the Templars' room. It is definitely the oldest part of this castle. Again, we're talking about 12th century. And we're going on our way out. I'll show you a bit about the park and the garden, so we can visit the grass court, tennis grass court, and then we go to the other court through a more French garden that we have, and we can go to as I said, the other building has the swimming pool, spa, etc. So if you follow me, we're going to go down now.